right, guys, and once again, this is for all fans of the Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes. This is this goes out to all you guys. I'm here to do my recap slash review as always for this week's episode. And man, this was uh this was good. This was for season two, Act of Vengeance. Now, Act of Vengeance for all Avengers fans out there was actually a storyline in the Avengers comics that took place from Avengers issue number started in issue number 311 actually. For all those comic fans out there that know what I'm talking about. um, Bottom line, this episode, uh, we really get to see a lot that's going on. The Enchantress Amara is seeking revenge on Baron Zemo for betraying her. Lo and behold, we see her tracking down members of the Masters of Evil. Chemistro, Living Laser. She's turned Chemistro into gold. She's locked Living Laser like in his own power. Uh, and that's kind of what we get to see in this issue, this this episode. Um, we also get to see Thor. Thor makes his debut back in the episode since he has been gone for the first two episodes of season two, and we get to see him and Heimdall talking, which is really good. We got to see Heimdall. That was cool. And something is going amiss in Asgard, which I'll get into later. Uh, so basically, it's the Enchantress hunting down Zemo. So she even pays a visit to Armanzola, and she pretty much tortures Armanzola into telling where Zemo is. Zemo has basically decided to give himself up to the Avengers in protection. And he says, I have your. Basically, there's one scene where he says, I'll give myself up, but I must have your word that you won't turn me over to the Enchantress, everything like that. And Stark says, okay, yeah, I'll do it. And he's like, no, not you, Stark. Him. He's talking to Captain America or the Skrull Cap. And Skrull Cap says, you have my word. Also in this episode, we see that Steve and T'Challa have been working on the device that is able to dampen the Enchantress powers. Tony. Tony has been studying Asgardian magic for a while and things like that. We also see kind of a turning point for Simon Wilson, Wonder Man, actually, in this episode. As well as, T'Challa and him are talking, and T'Challa's like saying, like, you're a good man, Simon Wilson. He's like, I'm not doing this for Zemo. It's about Stark. He ruined me. And T'Challa tells him, like, look, Stark has been working on a cure to save you, everything like that. And it starts to resonate with him now while they were in the mansion. Then that's when Amara, she disguises herself as Chemistro and gets into the mansion. And unfortunately, Panther realizes that he uses his Panther vision, and he's able to see through the disguises, which gave me a kind of a clue, like maybe he glimpsed an image of the Skrull Cap, or maybe not. I'm just throwing stuff out there, guys. But it was very interesting. There was a big battle in between that. And lo and behold, we go back to Asgard, and we start to see things are the trolls of Asgard, the dwarves of Asgard have been destroyed in a way, and the Twilight Blade has disappeared, and there's only one person, one creature that his coming back. Surtur. Yes, Surtur. Yes, we got to see Surtur in this episode as well, and I'm gonna get more into that. Um, Simon Wilson sacrificed himself in this episode, kind of, to save the Avengers. He turned to he turned on him. He turned on Zemo, and he stopped Enchantress from using the Norn Stones. It was very interesting to see him kind of sacrifice himself. See the Wonder Man that many of us know as the hero Wonder Man, and unfortunately, he disappears. But we see what happened to Amara though. She's in the grips and grasp of Surtur, and he came off so all his glory. He just looked so badass. He was holding her in his hand, and she was like, "Amora, the Enchantress," and he just closed her up, and it was like, "Oh!" And then the panel pans out, and you see Surtur. I was like, "Oh yes, he's coming! He's coming! He's coming!" I was just like, "Oh yes, this is gonna be great." What also was cool was what happened when the Cap didn't do what he said. He didn't give up his word, and Zemo was like, you know, "You've changed, Captain," and you see his shadow silhouette, the scroll, and he's like, "You don't know me at all," and he just kicks him and knocks Zemo out. Um, and pretty much the episode ends with the Avengers just around the fire and them talking about, uh, you think Amora's gone for good? And they're all like, they all go, it goes silent for a while, and yeah, I thought so too. Uh, this was a good episode, as just like Young Justice, guys. It just keeps getting better and better and better. I really enjoyed this episode. I can't wait till next week. Next week we are going to have the episode 30 is going to be called "Welcome to the Kree Empire." That's going to be good. Next up, and then after that episode, the 29th is called "To Steal an Ant-Man," and that's basically where Ant-Man's suits get stolen. Episode 32 is entitled "Michael Korvac." Korvac's going to be in this. Episode 33 is "Who Do You Trust?" That's in May. And these are the May episodes. And then the 34th episode. And Ty, I hope you're listening, bro, because you're gonna fall out of your seat on this one. May 20th, we get the Ballad of Beta Ray Bill. Yes. So all looks well for the Avengers. All looks very well. I just can't wait to see Surtur, and I can't wait to see when Ms. Marvel comes in. My guess is she'll come in. She might come in the next episode, episode 30. Welcome to the Kree Empire. But as for Acts of Vengeance, I enjoyed it. I thought it was interesting, a good episode as always. Surtur, introducing Surtur was great. Uh, it was just great, guys. There's just you guys just tell me what you thought of this episode. Did you like? What did you think of this episode? Because I have a feeling everybody enjoyed it. But what was your favorite part? You know what was one of my favorite parts, guys, of this? Was seeing Hulk be stealthy in the beginning of the episode. That was hilarious. I thought that was so funny. Hulk actually being stealthy and that was just so funny to me. I thought that was so funny. Um, but it was great, guys. Episode 29, Acts of Vengeance. What did you guys think of it? And this is Mount Vernon Kid saying peace, one love, stay tuned, keep it real, guys. As always, God willing, I will see you guys next week with the next recap / review of Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Y'all take care.